Oh, there it goes.
All right.
I have to do a little button off my screen. Okay. Well, good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see you all again. Thank you for joining us. And for most of you who've probably joined us before, we're just going to do some nice seated exercises. We are doing some standing work today, so if that's not best for you, you can always stay seated, and I'll show an option or two for that. And then I always stay on after our class just to answer any questions. All right, so first just sit up tall in the middle to the forward half of your chair. So we can already kind of find our posture, right? So just kind of shimmy your hips side to side and then come to a neutral. Place your feet parallel on the floor. Just take a peek down. You've got your knees kind of over the ankles. And then just tap your toes here a little bit. Just the toes like in the ball of the foot, not the whole foot. Just take a little tap. Nice. And then just notice what your upper body is doing. Can you maybe roll the shoulders just back and down a little bit? Kind of pull your stomach in, tighten your glutes, and notice how that just kind of helps you kind of lift up off your hips. So we sit in neutral, we kind of start to sag unconsciously. If we pull the stomach in and sit up tall, we're already working. And pause the toes, and now just tap the heels. So just tap the heels. And again, just kind of find where you're able to draw the stomach in, sitting up nice and tall, as if there were an imaginary wall or back of the chair behind you. Nice. And then let the heels just come to stillness. Bring your arms out to the side and let's start with some breathing. So inhale, those arms come up. Exhale, flip the palms and push the arms down. Nice. And again, inhale, palms up, arms up. Exhale, lower those arms down. Nice. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower on down. Nice. Bring your arms up to the ceiling. I'm just going to adjust my camera. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Good. Now lift taller. Lift, lift, lift. And then inhale, side bend over to your right. Exhale, pull the stomach in and come back up. Good. 2 more times. Lift. Inhale. Kind of almost hold that breath, and then exhale, pull the belly in to get you back home. Nice. Last one. Lift. Inhale, up and over. Gently pull that wrist. You might feel a little rib stretch here. Exhale, home. Arms come down by our side. Nice. Reach the arms back up, taking the right wrist into the left hand, and then lift. That's it. Up and over. And then exhale, bring it back home. Nice. Lift, inhale, up, reach over, open up the rib cage, exhale, scoop back home. One more. Lift, and then exhale, draw the stomach in and bring the arms down. Nice. Coming into a little conductor arm and leg. So now take your feet wider. Yes. And can you start conductor arms? Right, so I'm kind of just making a figure 8 with each arm individually. And I'm also kind of just rolling my knees out and in. So I know if this is a lot of coordination, you can always just do the arms. That's perfectly fine. Or you can just draw your knees in and out and just kind of wiggle those hips a moment. So, but just combining these 2 moves to warm up, get our heart rate going here a little bit. Nice. And release. Excellent. Moving on to our nerve stretches at the beginning of class today. So take those arms out to the sides, flex the wrists. So fingertips to the ceiling, and like you're going to push the wall away, tighten the arms and sit up really tall and feel that stretch all underneath that forearm. Nice. Take a deep breath. Bring the hand center, your pointer finger and thumb come together. You're going to tap your cheekbones and roll your thumb up and over your eyes. Right, so this gets tricky, but so here's your okay sign, and then you're gonna try, and if you have tight wrists, I understand you might not quite get back there, but yes, go for it. Exactly. I know, it's gonna be tight. I know, but that's the stretch. Excellent. Nice. And then release down. I know, huge, intense stretch. Still holding pointer finger and thumb. Take the arms down by the sides, roll the shoulders back, flex at the wrist again, and then roll the shoulders forward. So again, just feel the stretch down the shoulder, now the kind of front and side of the arm, all the way through the wrist to the fingers. Nice. And release. Nice, taking hands behind the head, taking a nice little neck stretch. So inhale, bring the chin to the chest, hug the head with both elbows. Exhale. Inhale, lift that head back up. And exhale here at the top. Inhale, chin to chest. Hug the head in as you exhale. Inhale, start to lift the head. Exhale at the top. One more. Inhale, chin to chest. Hug it in. Exhale. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release, and arms down by your side. Nice. Taking that little facial massage. So just take the 3 fingers and just gently kind of massage your cheeks. And then kind of just work your way down into the jaw. Nice. So go back by the ears. Nice. Come around to the mouth. Again, up just towards the cheekbones. And then when you come to the forehead, just kind of sweep down and around. So bringing the fingers onto the face, just sweep down and around. Nice. And then give me a big smile, stretching out those lips. Nice. And cheeks. Excellent. Take some small shoulder rolls now. So these are just nice and small, rolling to the back. And then reverse, roll to the front. And pause. Great. Now we're going to incorporate the band. So here is your opportunity. You can either hold the band, double it up if it's a little light, or if it's heavy enough for you, just hold it shoulder distance. Now just lift it up for a moment. Nice. And then lower back down. So you should be able to see over the band, and that's your shoulder height. Yes, no higher than that. And now you're just going to pull it apart. Inhale as you pull the band apart. Exhale, release. Right? So inhale, I'm using my whole arm and even my back muscles here. And exhale, release. Inhale, pull apart. Exhale, release. So we don't want to just muscle through it because that's going to work the forearm. Tighten up on the band. Exactly. Make the arms do this. Inhale like you're pushing 2 heavy doors open with the arms. Exhale, release. Inhale, imagine you're expanding your lungs. And then exhale, you're softening the lungs just like the band. Inhale and exhale. One more. And exhale. Nice. Now lift it up to the ceiling, stretch, and lower down with control. Good. Float those arms up and lower down. So again, I just have a light grip on the band. So my thumb is just underneath, my palm on top. So I'm not gripping too much. Reach and hold. Nice. Then hold that band down to shoulder height again. This time you're going to inhale, sit tall, and draw the band down. Get taller, taller, taller. Exhale, draw the stomach in as the band floats up. Inhale, push down. So I want you to imagine this band is attached to springs. Exhale, release to the ceiling, right? So you've got 2 springs and you're pulling those springs open. Inhaling, pulling that band down, stretching the springs. Exhale, release. Good, one more, inhale. Perch up off your seat, maybe use some glutes. Exhale, release, and bring the band down. Nice, just keep the band across the lap for a moment and take a little bit of a cat and cow stretch. So draw the chin to the chest as we kind of come into a round back here, pulling the stomach in, and then release, bend those elbows, lift head, neck, and chest. So again, nice and easy, chin to chest as we reverse, kind of hollow out the stomach, and then tip the pelvis the other direction, roll the shoulders back, lift head, neck, and chest. One more, reverse, reach those arms away, and then slide them back home as we roll the shoulders back here, and then come to your neutral. Nice. Then take the band and bring it behind your back. So take a moment, just shimmy the band. Now, if you do have a towel, you might need a bigger towel, but you know what? If you have a towel, you don't even you have a towel, you're going to hold it in front. So I can't see everyone, but if you do have a towel, we're going to hold it in front instead of behind, because I'm probably sure it's not long enough. But those who have the band, bring it behind your back, tighten your elbows into your waist and sit super, super tall. Turn your glutes on, and then roll the shoulders open to bring the band apart and release. Roll those shoulders open and release. Nice. So again, you can do this holding the band in front, but this gives it just a slightly different type of stretch by having the band behind us and getting those shoulders to really push back to hold the band tight. Good. Two more. Last one. And release. Nice. Okay, moving on to the lower half, taking the band around your right foot. So everyone take a moment. If you have to slide forward a little bit, or if you feel better with a little bit more support. So I'm just keeping my heel on the floor today. I'll switch my camera, just making sure we can see the foot. Right, so now you're gonna hinge. You're gonna bend those elbows and hinge towards that foot and sit back up. Nice. So you're trying to keep a flat back here, right? And look way out in front of you. Past the horizon. Send your gaze. Nice. Good. And as we continue to warm up, you should feel a nice stretch from the low back, maybe down the calf, maybe back of the knees. That's a very popular place with this stretch. And release. Sitting up tall, just keeping the band where it is, point and flex into the band with the foot. Point and flex. And again, the tighter you hold onto the band, the more work you'll get in your foot. Point and flex. Point and flex. Good. And then lift the leg a little bit so you can circle the foot, right? And again, push the band, push left and right, reverse your circle, push each side of the foot into the band, push. Nice. And release. Switch sides, bring it around that left foot. So take a moment, really get it around that whole top of the foot, the ball of the foot, the arch, and then tighten up on your band again. And then bend those elbows and hinge. Excellent. And release. And hinge. And release. Ooh, a huge calf stretch. So if everyone's starting to do a lot more walking again, although not in this heat, but now that it's nicer out, it's really important to stretch your calves after a lot of walking. And hinge. And last one. And come on up. Nice. And then take that point and flex, right? So adjust the band if you need to. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Nice. And then our little circle. So just lift the foot off a couple inches so you can circle. circle, push, push, push. And reverse your circle, push it into that band. And release. Nice. Okay, on to clam shells. So if you do have a nice long band, you're going to glue your legs together, place the band on top of the legs, grab underneath the band and tighten up back on top. If you just have a towel, the towel may not be enough. You're going to use your hands as your own resistance. So I've got this band nice and tight. Now I'm going to lift my heels up and off the floor, and then I'm going to push my legs open and close, right? So again, my heels are off. So I'm able to move these hips, and you're trying to open that band, stretch, 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 and close with control. And then while we're here, notice, can you draw your low abdominal in? Are we sitting nice and tall? Turning your glutes on a little bit. Nice. Right, I think by now we all should be much stronger. We know how to sit up taller, and it becomes a little bit more second nature. It feels a little bit more like normal to sit tall than it does to feel like you're slouching. Last one. And release. Woo! All right, undo that band. Sit back in your chair a little bit now. Give you a little bit more support. For our hundreds, we're going to hold the band today to use this to help us count and pump, right? So for our hundreds, just to recap, we inhale for that count of 5 and we exhale for a count of 5, and we'll do 10 sets of those. So here we go. Start pumping your arms. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In. Exhale, stomach in. Inhale. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In. And out, 3, 4, 5. And in. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale, draw the belly in. One more in. Exhale. And lower down. Woo! Okay, I hope everyone feels good. A little bit more oxygen flowing. If you're having trouble with that ever, with the 5 inhales and exhales, you can change it to like 6 and 4. If you have a bigger inhale than exhale, that's fine. We're just trying to keep it at 10, which helps us count. So take the band now on a diagonal. So hold it to the right hand up to the top, left hand down to the bottom. And firmly hold this left arm down because it's not going to move. This one's going to stay down. And then we're going to take the top and we're going to take a little tricep here. You're going to straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. And you're going to create the resistance depending on how tight you keep this bottom arm. Yes, that's it. So make those adjustments. Straighten and bend. Straighten, and then keep the head upright a little bit so we don't tense in the neck. There you go. Nice. And last one. Woo! Lower down. Switch sides. So make those adjustments. And then straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Yep. Tighten up on the bottom. And then sit tall. Get your head right on top of that spine. Nice. So again, doesn't matter how far you can lengthen this arm. We're just creating that opposition here. Good. 3 and 2 and 1 and arms down. Woo! Let the band drape over the legs and just shake out those arms. All right, on to some kneeling arms. So without any weights today, bend your elbows at your side and sit tall. Inhale, float those arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, lower down with control. Inhale, reach. This is great for the upper back and the neck to get everything to lay in place. Reach up and lower. Nice. Adding on a little circle. Go up, circle, down, and around. Nice. Up, circle, down, and around. Up, circle, down, and around. Come to the center. Lift up, pause. Let's go the other way. Lower down. Reach those arms up and around the back. Nice. Down and around. Up. Down and around. Up. Let's take one more. And lower down. Nice. All right, we're going to shift to standing for a little bit. So everyone, maybe adjust your camera if you need to. Using your chair for balance. If standing is too much, you can stay seated. So our first one is we're standing right next to our chair. So my right hand is on the chair and I'm going to use my, hold on, I have to think about this, the inside leg, yes. So we're going to do the leg closest to the chair. If you want to sit, we're just doing a little knee lift. So hand on the chair, tighten up and stand tall, inside leg, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Straight on up. Inhale, exhale, scoop and lift. Inhale down, exhale, lift. And then if you want to challenge your balance, you may always release your hand and see how that goes. But this is why we have the chair here, just in case. So I don't want anyone tumbling down today. Exhale, lift, lift, and lift. Nice. Switching to the outside leg, you're just going to go straight forward and sweep it back home. Lift and home. Exactly. Now stay nice and tall. Tighten the quad as you lift the leg. Pull the stomach in as you lift the leg. Scoop and release. Scoop and release. Nice. Scoop, release. And last one. Good. Step back from the chair just so you have some clearance. We're going back to the inside leg and we're going to take a side lift. So you're going to just lift the inside leg up and down. Up. Exactly. Perfect. Now just watch what happened to your posture here, because I'm guilty of it too sometimes. Roll your shoulders back. Get nice and tall. So we have the chair. I'd rather you use the chair than round forward and try and do this without the chair. And 10. Good. Back to the outside leg, a little hamstring curl. You're just going to bend the leg and tap the toe down. Bend and squeeze this back of the leg. So I'm going to turn to the side here. So all I'm doing is squeezing just enough to turn this part on. So we're trying to imagine you're squeezing a ball behind your knee, squeezing your glute. Nice. So if you're seated on the chair, just squeeze and sweep the leg underneath the chair. Last one. All right, final little advanced move today, a little bit of twist. So take your outside hand behind the head. Inside hand is still on the chair. Lift the inside leg and twist to it. And lower back down, come center. Twist and center. So stay upright. You're just going to twist. And twist and turn. Nice. Twist and turn. And then further challenge if you want to let go. And twist and turn. One more. Woo! And down. Great job, everyone. All right, switch sides. So I'm going to move my chair over here so we can do the whole series on the other side. So again, starting with marching, inside leg is going to lift, right? So inhale when it's on the floor. Exhale as you lift it up. Exhale. So see if you can start to feel how your stomach helps to lift the leg and you're moving more than just your hip muscle, right? You're really trying to find your abdominal to pull that knee up to you. Lift. And this is where you can play with your balance. And if you're seated in a chair, just kind of focus on using those abdominals to lift the leg. Last one. And down. Nice. outside leg, now front, lift and lower. Nice. So same thing here. Notice your posture. Even if you're holding onto that chair, stand nice and tall. Keep your shoulders square. Try and keep your hips square. Good. Use the chair. Reach, reach. 9 and 10 and down. Good. Step behind the chair so we have some clearance, right? Side kick, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. So if you're practicing balance, that's fantastic. Stay nice and tall. So roll the shoulders back here, right? Create a line from your head to your tailbone. 9 and 10. Perfect. All right. 2 more to go. Shake it out. I know. Hamstring curl, outside leg. We're just going to bend and release the toe. Bend and release. Squeeze. Woo. Squeeze. Oh man, I cramped today. Woo. Squeeze. Squeeze. 9 and 10. Perfect. All right, that last challenge for the day, outside hand behind the head. Inside leg lifts as we turn to it and lower down. Lift and turn to the side and lower down. Lift and turn. Nice. And then try and let go. If you'd like an extra little challenge, both hands up and off to twist and turn. But tap the chair if need be. Again, no tumbling. Reach. Last one. And we're done with that portion. Fantastic. We're going to take a seat again. And then just, again, swivel the hips here, kind of release any tension. We tend to grip too much sometimes in our hip flexors, even though I know I say to use your glutes and your stomach, it happens. So, okay. Bringing your arms out to a T, we're going to take a little twist. So you're going to inhale the arms up, turn to your right, reach the back arm back, the front arm down, right, or left arm back, right arm back, left arm front. Inhale, reach up. You guys know what I mean. Turn and go the other way. Inhale, lift. Arms to the center, and then we switch and twist. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist. And center. Arms to the side today, and we're just going to take a little bit of side reach. And you don't have to make this very big. I don't want us to like overstretch or overexert or try and do too much here. I just want you to feel how the rib cage moves, how our pelvis moves side to side. Good. Right. 9. And arms down. Woo, excellent. Okay, now we're going to go into our deeper side bend with hands behind the head. So again, I'm sitting up tall toward the front of my chair. Feet are nice and flat. Inhale, dip to your right. Exhale, stomach pulls in to lift you on up. Inhale, left. Exhale, scoop and lift, right? So as we continue to do this, try and keep the head and the neck and the shoulders kind of as quiet or relaxed as they can. And you're working everything from the rib to the hips, right? So imagine you had this kind of weight belt on, and that's where you're pulling your stomach in to help lift the upper body. And switch. Last one. And reach those arms down for a moment. Nice. Take a little shoulder roll. Good work. Go the other direction. And then we'll go back in that to add our stretch on, right? So now we get to stretch. You're going to reach over to your right and then hug it in, draw that head down, look to the floor, gently pull to feel the stretch behind the neck. Open the elbow up and lift back up. Other side. Tilt over. Turn the head in as you give it a hug. Open the elbow, lift back up. One more time each side. Reach. Hug it in. Open up and lift. Last one, reach. And hug it in. Open up and lift. Nice. Okay, now on to our saw. So the bigger twisting. So we've done all this warm up to prepare. So now this should have a little bit more mobility. So I'm going to widen my legs a little bit so I can twist further. If this is too much and you rather would just do a flat back hinge as you do this, please do so. But I'm going to get wide today. Arms to a T. Inhale, turn to your right. Try to reach the arm outside the knee, roll down. Back arm rolls in with the palm up and then look to your back hand. If you can, roll on up, arms to a T. Inhale, turn to the left, reach the arm past the knee. Back arm rolls down so you can lift the palm up and then slide back on up. Inhale, to your right. Exhale, roll on down. Inhale, start to roll up. Exhale through your center. Last one, inhale, roll down. As you exhale, stay here and twist a little deeper maybe. Inhale, roll on up. Exhale, and arms down. Nice. Okay, sit a little further back in the chair. And we're going to take swimming arms today. So no weights, no bands. You're just going to hold the arms up by your ears and start to flutter and swim. Swim, swim. Swim right now. Notice if you're getting shoulders up by your ears, can you send those shoulders down? I know it may be a little harder. You may not be able to get very far, but I would rather this than this. So get those shoulders down and then push those arms. Push, 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 push. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Woohoo! Good work. Okay, now grab the band again for a little chest expansion. So you're going to hold the band a little low, so kind of on this angle here. And then you're going to reach it down to the knees, roll the shoulders back, draw the shoulder blades together. Good. And then release everything. Good. Reach. And release. Good. So I'm just kind of rolling my shoulders open. So again, similar to how we did it with the band behind the back, but now I'm really trying to kind of, I have to use my shoulders here more to get those shoulder blades to go together. Good. And release. And one more. And release. Nice. Bringing the band up overhead, taking this little goal post, right? So you're going to bend the elbows, tap the head, reach back up. Bend the elbows, tap the head, reach back up. Good. Bend and reach. So again, nice long neck, sitting tall, feeling all the work just below the shoulders to the mid upper back. Nice. Last one. And on down. Nice. Release. Take an arm stretch here now. That was good work for the upper body. Great for our posture. Just take this counter stretch. Nice. Switch sides. Other arm. Woo. Feel that nice stretch. And release. Good. Next stretch, we're going to thread the fingers, palms face us first. Reach those arms out in front of us. Nice. So like you're stretching, like someone's got taffy or your arms are taffy, and they're pulling the arms away from your back. So the shoulders really kind of protract forward here, and then lift up to the ceiling. Roll the shoulders back and down. Yeah, excellent. And come back down. Flip the palms out now. Woo, you might get that nerve stretch again here with this one. And lift up to the ceiling. Push the arms away. So if you're struggling with the neck, reach the arms further. Draw the head forward. Yes, there you go. and lower down. Reach your hands behind your back here and hold an imaginary kind of soccer ball, volleyball, beach ball. Just roll the shoulders back and imagine you could kind of press into the ball and just see how much work the arms have to do, the back has to do. Yep. Just come forward in the chair and just reach and hold and hold and hold and hold and release. Nice. Taking this into a neck stretch, I'll turn to the side so you can see, and you may want to, if you need a little bit more room, turn to your side as well. I'm going to grab 2 fingers of my right hand with my left palm, roll the shoulders back, and lift the arms up and off the back a little bit. And release down. And lift. And down. Good. Lift and down. Then I'm going to hold them down here. Don't have to pull them away too much yet. Just tilt your head to one side. So bringing the ear down, roll the shoulders back, and now pull the arms off the back a little bit. And feel that stretch from the ear, down the neck, across the top of the shoulder, and release. Good. Switch your grip. So take the opposite hand, grab the other fingers, roll the shoulders back, and lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now tilt the head the other way and then pull, roll the shoulders back, pull those arms up and off. Woo, this side's way tighter, so don't force it because we want to be, still have to be very gentle with the neck, but just roll the shoulder back and see where you can get. Maybe your shoulder blades come down and together a little bit more, and that gives you a little bit more room. And release everything. Woo. And let it go. Nice. Sit all the way in the back of your chair now for your swan. So hands come behind the head. You're fully supported by the back of your chair, so you can inhale, lift head, neck, and chest, and take this nice extension. Exhale, come forward. And again, inhale, lift, up and over. Exhale, come home. Again, by now we might have a lot more mobility. So inhale, reach. As long as your low back is okay, really kind of open up the chest and then bring the head home. Exhale. One more, inhale, up and over and release. Good. So hope everyone's okay with those. So again, if you have low back issues, you do have to be careful, but it is really nice to let the spine go in that opposite direction sometimes. And you will feel a little bit of like muscle activation. You know, we've kind of worked it in a different direction, but any of that should go away within the day. So that's always something to note. Okay, we're going to come and stand again. I'm just going to step my chair just a little bit further out to the side. And then we're just going to take some side steps here. So just kind of working on a little bit of balance. Again, if you want to stay seated and just take a tapping with the foot, that's fine too. So we're just going to step side to side, right? Letting the other foot come up and off the mat, side to side, right? Nice. And then we're going to do front to back, switch legs. So I'm going to step back, step front with the right, and then switch to the left, to the right, and then the left. Right. So again, as we're starting to get outside and walk more, it's very important to kind of, as we walk, strengthen our ankles for balance. Nice. Last one. Good. And then we're going to do a little diagonal. So right leg reaches out on a diagonal and come back home. Left leg a little diagonal and home. And again, it doesn't have to be a very deep lunge. We're just stepping to the side. Again, just to work on balance and strength. You never know what you're going to encounter out in the world. And when we take these side steps, we want to be able to be strong enough and secure that we can stay upright. Nice. All right, come to some stillness. Whoops, my mat's a little crooked here. I'm going to straighten that out. And still have your chair nearby for balance, but take a wider turned out stance here. Nice. So my hips are turned out. My feet are kind of turned out, pointing to the off to the sides of the room. And I'm going to take just a baby bend and lift back up. Right. So just tiny, and then use your glutes to stand on up. Tiny bend. Use your inner thighs to stand on up. Right. Very tiny. And press everything to the center. Tiny. And press. One more. Nice. Then we're going to just releve. So you're just going to lift the heels and lower. So again, if this is too much, you can stay seated in your chair and just take some heel raises. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Last one and down. Good. Walk the feet together onto our low tree pose today, right? So just take it to just above the ankle. If this is something you practice in other classes, go ahead and find where you like to have your tree. So you can make the branch as low or high as you like, but I'm going to keep it right above my ankle today in order to see that I can get my hips open a little bit, using the hand on the chair to help me balance. Tighten your glutes and stand nice and tall. Excellent. And then, yes, if you'd like to grow some more tree branches, by all means, try extending those branches. Even one branch, one-sided tree. That's great. Good. Nice. And lower down. Other side. So again, I'm going to keep it low, but you have your options of where to go. And notice on this side, each side's different. I got to like get my hip to open, turn my glute on that standing leg, draw your stomach in, get stacked so shoulders right over the hips, right? And then check in with the balance. And again, if you're just seated in your chair, just lift one leg up and off the floor a little bit and just kind of work on pushing the opposite foot into the ground. So kind of just building some strength that way. And release. Nice. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to come into our L stretch. So using your chair, everyone turn and face the side of the chair and then roll on down. Walk out to send the hips back over the ankles. So I don't want us here and I don't want our legs way out here. I want you to create this 90-degree angle. Hips over those ankles. And then walk your fingers further forward onto the chair. Lower the head down between the elbows, right? So no tension in the neck. And then just breathe deeply here. Soften the knees if this is too intense for you. Inhale and exhale. Fill up the back of the lungs. Exhale, release. Inhale and exhale. Exhale. Staying here, or if you'd like to lift the right leg up and off, bending the knee a little bit, and even lift the right leg a little further up and away, or straight. But if this is too much, you can always just come to a little stork. We can just hold the bent leg by our side and then lower down and stretch. Option to just stay here in this stretch or lift the left leg, bending the knee first into a little stork. Maybe the left leg can come behind us a little bit as we reach forward. Maybe it lengthens away. Bringing that leg back home, bending the knee and lowering down, and then just taking another stretch. Nice. And then bend the knees, walk towards the chair, and then roll on up. Good. Holding onto the chair, take the inside leg onto the chair. Slide the toes forward to the back edge of the chair and then lunge, right? So turn your chair. Yep, so turn so you can bring your hand to the back of the chair Good. So we've got the inside leg on the chair. Stretch this outer leg. The leg, the foot that's on the floor, feel the stretch through the hip here. Nice. Take that outside arm, side bend to the inside of the chair. So side bend to the chair. Good. Feel that stretch and open up through the hip, maybe down the rib, maybe down the thigh. Come back home and release. Nice. Releve the foot on the floor. Can you just lift the heel and lower down? Lift and lower, lift, lower, and release. Slide that leg down. Nice. Turn to the other side. So it's our inside leg that comes onto the chair. Other foot kind of sugar foots back. So you feel the stretch as we lunge forward a little bit, right? Knee over that ankle, you feel the stretch on this leg on the floor. Nice. Bring that outside arm up, side bend to the chair. And again, feel that hip stretch. So from your fingertip down to your heel, stretch. Nice, exactly. Nice side bend stretch, good. And then bring that arm back down. And then just a little challenge with this back leg, lift the heel and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Nice. All right. One more standing with the band today. Again, you can do this seated. So if you're seated, I'll just quickly show you. You're going to just take the band, make a wide V, and we're going to just take some arm circles. So you can stay in your chair. If you'd like to do it standing, step into the center of your band, tighten your seat, stand nice and tall, glue your glutes and inner thighs together, and then take the band out and around, out and around. So I'm making this like kind of a wide V circle. Nice. Reach. Draw those shoulders back. Excellent. Standing nice and tall. And then reverse. Reach it back, up and around. Back, up and around. Good. Back, up and around. Up and around. Last one. And release. Excellent job, guys. I think that was a new one. I've had it on my list to work it in, and we never seem to get to it. So I'm glad we got to that one today. Okay, taking your force stretch on your chair, right? Sit and then bring one ankle over the knee, or even just fold one leg over the other and then kind of hinge forward here. Or if you're able to take this knee position, do so here. But again, a nice flat back. And then if you're able, you can draw the chin to the chest, lower the head, bring the torso down towards the leg, and breathe into the stretch. Good. And then slowly roll back up. Nice. And switch sides, right? So again, option just to cross the legs and take a nice hinge. Or if you're able, get that ankle onto the knee. Even if the knee is up here, just give it a little hug and hinge. That's fine. We all have different hip flexibility. So just go where it feels good. Again, down through the low back, across that hip, underside of the leg, and then lower the head maybe a little bit. And then slowly roll back up. Good. Sitting further back in your chair, taking that right leg out to the side, right arm up. Take our side bend here today. So reach. Now we get to get a little bit longer stretch from the beginning of class, right? And come back up. Nice. And again, reach, 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 reach. And up. Good. This time you're going to reach over and you're going to turn and look down to the floor. So just turn the shoulders down. Nothing else moves. And then start to look back to the camera and lift on up. Nice. So just a little rotation there. Other side. Switch so that front leg comes in the middle of the chair. Left leg out to the side. Arm up. side bend. And scoop and lift back up. Nice. And reach. And over. Nice. And now we add our rotation, right? You're going to lift and then just turn, bringing the shoulders towards parallel to the floor. Look back to the camera. Come on up. Bring your legs together. Sit tall. Final breath. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. Inhale up. Big smiles. Exhale down. Last breath. And exhale all the air out, and we're done. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. That was great. Feel very proud of yourself. We moved for an hour in all directions, and just hopefully it gives you energy to do whatever else you enjoy for your day. I'll see you next time.